Friends, good morning. Welcome to another episode of Team Jesus Outdoors. Guys, the river report for the first week of April is nothing but good news, with the exception of course of the COVID-19 virus. River temps are now up to 44 degrees. Water clarity is really good. Fish are biting pretty much up and down the river. I should have a pretty solid report for you today, because today we've got the entire Team Jesus Outdoors team on the water. We've got 4 boats on the water and 5 anglers. I have a real solid report for you this week. My buddy Garrick was first to get on the water. He was on the water by about 7 o'clock, and he picked up his limit within 2.5 hours. So by the time I caught up with Garrick, he only had 1 fish left to fill out his limit. He finished up shortly after I got there, and he was done for the day. I'm gonna follow you up there. For the rest of us, we launched between 7:15 and 8 o'clock, and it took us a little bit longer to get our fish. But the rest of us also started mid-river, where the bite didn't seem to be quite as strong. After spending about an hour up by the Windmill Point, I ran back mid-river, caught up with Josh and Josh. What do you guys got in the box now? 10 in the box? Nice. After regrouping and talking to the rest of the team, here's what I can confidently tell you. There are definitely more fish in the river this week, first week of April, than there were last week. The water's a little stained on the Canadian side and towards the middle, real clear on the American side. Water surface temps are up to about 43, 44. The fish are in here. It's just a lot of them are pretty finicky right now. So pretty much what you've got to do is you've got to find a school of eaters and stay on that school. Friends, I know this is gonna sound a little selfish, and it's not gonna be a popular thing to say with a lot of guys, but honestly, right now the socially responsible thing for all of us to be doing is following the governor's orders. I don't think it's responsible for guys from around the state to be traveling to the Detroit River, or guys from Detroit to be traveling up the Tippy Dam. I really believe that it's just not socially responsible for us right now to be out traveling around spreading the virus unnecessarily. Stay home, stay safe. Hey, so friends, Easter this year is going to be pretty strange, at least for us here in Michigan. With the stay-at-home order, we are not going to be enjoying Easter dinner with family like usual. That's going to be pretty uncomfortable, but I imagine we will FaceTime and spend some electronic time with family. We've been using the Zoom app to stay connected with family. Hey, but not having church on Easter is going to be very, very strange for me. I don't think I've missed an Easter weekend church service in at least 30 years. Probably a little bit longer than that, maybe 35. I do not know if I've ever missed an Easter weekend church service. But friends, whether you're in a place where you can actually attend a church service on Easter or you aren't, I encourage you to get some church in your life this Easter. Whether your church is meeting live, whether your church is doing an online service, I encourage you to make an effort to make sure that you spend some time Easter weekend at a church service somehow. If you do not have a church that's going to have an online service, I'll leave the link in the description below to my church, Metro City Church. It's very simple. It's metrocitychurch.tv. If you do not have a church to participate in an online service this Easter, I encourage you to check out my church. But friends, don't let this quarantine keep you from worshiping our Lord this Easter Sunday. I encourage you to stay home, stay safe. God bless, tight lines. We'll see you guys on the water.